totally going to see that. They're totally going to see it. That's all they'll be paying.
Judy, are you ready over there?
Yes, we are, Mayor.
Okay. I'm going to call to order the study session, March 3rd, 2026, the Gilbert Town Council. Roll call
Mayor Scott Anderson,
here.
Vice Mayor Chuck Bongiovanni,
I'm here.
Councilmember Bobby Buckley. Here. Councilmember Kenny Buckland.
Here.
Councilmember Young Kaprowski. Here. Councilmember Monty Lyons.
Here.
And Councilmember Jim Torgerson.
Here.
We have a quorum present.
Thank you. We have one agenda item, presentation and discussion on a proposed text amendment Z2512 related to International Headquarters Campus.
Thank you, Mayor Anderson and members of the council. I'm Nicole Russell, Senior Planner with Development Services, and today I will be talking to you about Z2512, the LDC text amendment for International Headquarters. Uh-oh. Thank you. As many of the council members may be aware, last year the state legislature approved HB 1543. This bill requires that municipalities with a population of between 200,000 and 500,000 allow ancillary uses including hotel and multifamily as part of an international headquarters campus. Auxiliary uses can include the hotel, multifamily, and complementary retail and restaurant uses. So what is an international headquarters? Per SB 1543, an international headquarters is the central administrative office where primary headquarters operations take place. The headquarters does not report to any parent company outside of the state of Arizona. And the International Headquarters Campus means a contiguous area of not less than 40 acres in size or more. So what are the qualifiers for the International Headquarters Campus? As previously stated, an area of 40 acres or more. The property must be located within the business park, light industrial, or general industrial zoning districts. The company must be owned by a single entity or related entities. The international headquarters must employ more than 1,000 full-time employees with an average annual salary more than 125% of the median wage for the county the campus is located in. And based off the census data for Maricopa County, unfortunately it's a few years old, that's approximately $111,000 annually income. So the ancillary uses that are allowed as part of an international headquarters include multifamily residential not to exceed 27 dwelling units per gross acre, a hotel not to exceed 10 rooms per gross acre, and a max 10% of the hotel rooms can be allowed for for-sale residential units. Complementary uses could be retail and restaurant, but it cannot exceed 20% of the gross floor area. So there's something that's a little bit different than our current code. If this hotel or multifamily for the International Headquarters Campus is adjacent or within 100 feet of single family, the maximum height is 2 stories. Currently, we do have that parameter in place for BP, but not for the LI or the GI. And if the approved uses are not within 100 feet of single family, they can go up to 6 stories. So this type of application, the international headquarters as well as the ancillary and complementary uses, would need to go through a design review process. And before approval, they have to provide staff with a recorded instrument satisfactory to the town. This document can restrict the occupancy of at least 30% of the multifamily housing units to international headquarters employees, police officers, firefighters, teachers, veterans, or healthcare workers who live with, or who are within 5 miles of the international headquarters campus. It does prohibit the agreement for occupancy less than 90 consecutive days unless the tenant is an employee or contractor. This does not apply to multifamily units platted for individual ownership. So in light of SB 1543, staff has added terms for 2.0 for international headquarters campus, and international headquarters building. Staff has also added a line in the use regulations table that you'll see on the right side of the screen that there is additional standards. So we have created section 5.1.19 for international headquarters, detailing the information provided on the previous slides. And here's more of those regulations, and I apologize for reading the slides. There's a lot of information on here, and I wanted to make sure that I'm saying everything exactly how we are drafting it. And that concludes my presentation. I'm happy to answer any questions. As the council folks, you are aware that this will be on the regular agenda at the 6 o'clock meeting. But again, I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Thank you, Nicole. Any questions, comments?
Just another glorious thing of telling us what to do from the state, right?
Mayor Anderson, Councilmember Torgerson, this is mandated by the state for us to allow these types of uses and development standards.
Councilmember Buckley?
Sorry. I have a question. Are we anticipating a project like this? Why has this come up now?
Mayor Anderson, Councilmember Buckley, from what I understand, this is not something that's in our pipeline. Have not heard anybody looking to do this type of use in the town of Gilbert, but since it is mandated by the state, we've drafted the ordinance to bring forward.
Okay, so is this an ordinance that the state is saying every city has to approve of? Or are we just wanting it as an ordinance in case this happens to come up? Which I don't foresee, because I'm not sure we would have the land for a project like that, but.
As I understand it, there isn't one in the pipeline, but it is mandated by the state that we allow these types of uses in these zoning districts, subject to the design review process.
Okay, so is it possible to allow, we can say we allow these without having to put the ordinance in place? Or you're saying that we have to put the ordinance in place per the state?
As I understand it, we need to put the ordinance in place.
Okay. All right. It seems like a lot of work when that's most likely never going to happen. But, I mean, it could, but when it happens, then we could do it as well. But, all right. But thank you. You answered that very well.
Of course.
Anything else? Thank you, Nicole. With that, we'll adjourn the study session and reconvene at 6 o'clock, or 6:30, actually.
Can we make that AM?
AM? Yeah. All night.